Hi, it's Kevin Labates here. So the other day I posted about how a cryptocurrency wallet is not a wallet in the traditional sense of something that you have in your handbag or your pocket in order to carry around your cash, but rather a better analogy is a password manager. And I thought, why not go through the different kinds of for example, Bitcoin wallets that you can have and look at them through this aspect. So let's start with the first one, a paper wallet. Well, a paper wallet really is just the equivalent of writing down your password on a piece of paper, which actually makes sense if it's a password that you only use, say, once every year or two, and you have a nice safe or locked filing cabinet in which to keep it. So that's paper wallets. Then a brain wallet. Well, a brain wallet is because you can't memorize a long string of numbers. Why not take a word or even a set of words and use those to derive your password so that you can carry it around in your head? Now, on the surface of it, a brain wallet sounds like a great idea, but it turns out that people are not very good at picking secure passphrases, and it's been the result of that has been that a lot of brain wallets have been hacked. So that's a method that I would not recommend. Then we have software wallets. So for example, if you run the Bitcoin Core software, it comes with a wallet, and that wallet is like a password manager. The Bitcoin Core software will generate new addresses with passwords for you, and it will store them for you, and you don't have to worry about the passwords. You just need to make sure that you're running your software wallet on a computer that's secure. And as I said, it basically equates to a password manager. Then you can have a software wallet that uses a seed in order to generate all your different addresses and passwords. So here you take one very secure password and it's used to derive future passwords or future keys rather, and future addresses. And the advantage of this is that you can back up your entire wallet by storing that passphrase securely. And so this equates again to a password manager. If you use something like LastPass, you have a master password that allows you to log into LastPass, and then it retrieves all your other passwords. In LastPass's case, it's securely from a server, so it's not generating them from your master password. But if you wanted a password manager that everything was basically stored in the seed, you could kind of do that. The only problem you have with a password manager is that the passwords tend to be linked to different websites, and you can't derive well, you could actually derive the password from the website and the seed. I'm sure there's some good cryptographic reasons not to do that though. And then finally, hardware wallets. So the idea with a hardware wallet is that you have a physical device and it generates your passwords, or again in cryptocurrency, your private keys for you, and stores them in that hardware device. And the best hardware wallets will actually never reveal what those passwords or those keys are. Instead, what a hardware wallet should do is keep them locked away inside itself so they can't be hacked. You will have a single master password that you use in order to unlock the properties of the hardware wallet, and what it does is it will create the transactions you need in order to transfer your bitcoins or your other cryptocurrency from one address to another, and then you can load them across onto an internet connected computer, and that way your passwords are never accessible from the internet. So that's supposed to give you more security. And this is actually one of the neat things about cryptocurrencies, that you can actually generate a transaction offline and then submit it onto the internet, onto the peer-to-peer network when you want it to be acted on. So this is kind of a bit like the hardware wallet is creating checks for you and signing them and then printing them out, and then you can hand them over. But the actual mechanism of creating the check is held within the device, and in particular the ability to sign the check is within the device, and it's not connected to the internet, so that should make it much more secure. So there we go, a quick review of the different kinds of cryptocurrency wallets there are. And once again, a reminder, a wallet is not a wallet in the traditional sense. A wallet is basically a system for storing your private keys to your cryptocurrency addresses in hopefully a safe and secure manner. And that really is the central point to all of this. You want to keep these private keys as private and secure as you possibly can. Hope you found that an interesting walk through different kinds of wallets, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.